Hello everyone. Let's start chapter number 7, that is India's culture roots. The Vedas are an elaborate body of religious texts that are among the oldest scriptures of Hinduism. They are composed in Sanskrit and contains hymns, rituals and philosophical teachings. There are 4 types of Vedas. कहने का तात्पर्य है वेद धार्मिक ग्रंथों का एक ऐसा विस्तृत संग्रह है जो हिंदू धर्म के सबसे पुराने धर्म ग्रंथों में से एक है। ये संस्कृत में रचित हैं और उनके भजन, अनुष्ठान और दार्शनिक बातें शामिल हैं। और वेदास की बात करते हैं तो नंबर 1 इज ऋग्वेद. सो इट इज़ द ओल्डेस्ट एंड मोस्ट सिग्निफिकेंट वेदास विच कंसिस्ट मेनली ऑफ द हाइम्स प्रेजिंग गॉड्स एंड फोर्सेज ऑफ द नेचर. ऋग्वेद सबसे पुराना और सबसे महत्वपूर्ण वेद है जिसमें मुख्य रूप से देवताओं और प्रकृति की शक्तियों की स्तुति करने वाले भजन शामिल हैं. नंबर 2 पे आता है यजुर्वेद. सो यजुर्वेद कंटेन्स इंस्ट्रक्शंस फॉर रिचुअल्स एंड सैक्रिफाइसेस. यजुर्वेद इसमें अनुष्ठानों और बलिदानों के निर्देश शामिल हैं. नंबर 3 पे हम इंक्लूड करते हैं सामवेद. सामवेद फोकसेस ऑन चैंट्स एंड मेलोडीज यूज्ड इन रिलीजियस सेरेमनीज. सामवेद एक धार्मिक समारोह में प्रयुक्त मंत्रों और धुनों का केंद्रित स्वरूप है. नंबर 4 पे आता है अथर्ववेद. सो अथर्ववेद इंक्लूड्स hymns, spells and incantations of everyday life as well as healing and protections. अथर्ववेद इसमें रोज़मर्रा की ज़िंदगी के लिए भजन मंत्र शामिल हैं, साथ ही उपचार और सुरक्षा भी शामिल है. So the Vedas from the foundation of Hindu thought guiding spirituality, philosophy, ethics and rituals. कहने का मतलब है कि वेद हिंदू विचारधारा की नींव रखते हैं, आध्यात्मिकता, दर्शन, नैतिकता और अनुष्ठानों का मार्गदर्शन करते हैं. इसमें महत्वपूर्ण अंग आता है यज्ञ. So yajna is a ritual which is used in worshipping God and deities. यज्ञ एक अनुष्ठान है जो देवी देवताओं की पूजा में प्रयोग किया जाता है. यज्ञ के बाद हम मूव करते हैं उपनिषद की ओर. So Upanishads are collection of ancient Indian texts that form the philosophical basis of Hinduism. They are the part of the Vedas, the oldest sacred scriptures in Hinduism, and primarily explore the nature of reality, the self, and the universe. The word Upanishad comes from the Sanskrit word and means sitting down near, referring to the idea of learning from the teacher in close proximity. कहने का तात्पर्य है कि उपनिषद प्राचीन भारतीय ग्रंथों का संग्रह है जो हिंदू धर्म का दार्शनिक आधार बताते हैं. ये वेदों का हिस्सा हैं जो हिंदू धर्म के सबसे पुराने पवित्र ग्रंथ हैं और मुख्य रूप से वास्तविकता, स्वयं एवं ब्रह्मांड की प्रकृति का पता लगाते हैं. शब्द उपनिषद संस्कृत से आया है जिसका अर्थ है पास बैठना, जो निकटता में एक शिक्षक से सीखने के विचार को संदर्भित करता है. सो देयर आर ओवर 200 उपनिषद्स बट द प्रिंसिपल उपनिषद्स लाइक द ईशा, केना, कंठ, मुंडका, मंदुका एंड छंदोग्या आर कंसिडर्ड द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट. वैसे तो उपनिषदों की संख्या 200 से अधिक है, लेकिन मुख्य उपनिषद जैसे कि ईश, केन, कंठ, मुंडक, मांडुक्य और छंदोग्य सबसे महत्वपूर्ण माने जाते हैं. These texts have greatly influenced various philosophical and religious schools, not only in India but also in broader world. कहने का अर्थ है कि इन ग्रंथों ने न केवल भारत में बल्कि व्यापक विश्व में विभिन्न दार्शनिक और धार्मिक विचारधाराओं को अत्यधिक प्रभावित किया है. इसके बाद हम बात करते हैं वेदांता. So the Vedas, India's earliest texts, gave rise to several schools of thought. Vedanta and yoga are among the best known. Buddhism and Jainism departed from the authority of the Vedas and laid emphasis on some specific values and practices. अर्थात भारत के सबसे पुराने ग्रंथों वेदों ने नई विचारधाराओं को जन्म दिया. वेदांत और योग इसमें सबसे प्रसिद्ध हैं. बौद्ध धर्म और जैन धर्म वेदों के अधिकार से अलग हट गए हैं और कुछ विशिष्ट मूल्यों और प्रथाओं पर जोर दिया जाता है. Although these schools had different principles and methods, they also shared some important concepts. They were all looking for the cause of the suffering and the means of removing ignorance. Number 2, tribal belief systems and art have interacted for millions with Hindus. So there are free borrowings and giving from every side. Tribal belief system generally regards the land and its features as sacred. They often have at the same time a high concept of divinity. इसका तात्पर्य है कि हालांकि इन स्कूलों के सिद्धांत और तरीके अलग अलग थे, लेकिन उन्होंने कुछ महत्वपूर्ण अवधारणाएं भी साझा की हैं. वे सभी दुख के कारण और अज्ञानता को दूर करने के साधनों की तलाश में थे. दूसरे नंबर पर देखा जाता है कि जनजाति विश्वास, प्रणालियां और कला हिंदू धर्म के साथ शताब्दियों से जुड़ी हुई हैं. इस तरह से मुफ्त में उधार लेने और देने की परंपरा थी. जनजाति विश्वास प्रणालियां आमतौर पर भूमि और उसकी विशेषताओं को पवित्र मानती हैं. साथ ही उनमें अक्सर देवत्व की उच्च अवधारणा भी होती है. Let's start with the keywords. So keyword number 1, spiritual. Hello everyone. Let's start the exercise of chapter 7, that is Indian cultural roots. आज हम चैप्टर 7 का, जिसका नाम इंडियन कल्चर रूट्स है, उसको स्टार्ट करते हैं और स्टार्ट करते हैं हम लोग कीवर्ड से. फर्स्ट, स्पिरिचुअल, कंसर्न विद द स्पिरिट और द सोल. आत्मा, संस्कृत में और हिंदी में इसको आत्मा कहा जाता है, जो हिंदी लैंग्वेज में बहुत ज़्यादा माना जाता है. स्पिरिचुअल, आध्यात्मिक. सो इट इज़ अ सर्च फॉर द डीप और द हायर डायमेंशन बियॉन्ड आवर करंट पर्सनैलिटीज. Number 2, seeker. Seeker means someone who seeks the truth of the world. This could be a sage, a saint, a yogi or a philosopher, etc. Third is UNESCO. The abbreviation of UNESCO is United National Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization. It promotes dialogue between people and nations through education, science and culture. शिक्षा जो स्प्रेड की जाती है, चाहे वो आपका शिक्षा हो, चाहे विज्ञान हो, चाहे संस्कृति हो, उनके माध्यम से शिक्षा प्रचार करना यूनेस्को का काम है. नंबर 4, कॉस्मोस. द वर्ल्ड ऑफ द यूनिवर्स एज द ऑर्डर्ड हैज़ हार्मोनियस सिस्टम. विश्व के अंदर हम लोग बात करते हैं सहिष्णुता की, एक ग्लोबल विलेज की, तो वहाँ पे आपका ये टर्म यूज़ होता है. नंबर 5, वर्ल्ड व्यू. सो ए सर्टेन व्यू और अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑफ द वर्ल्ड, इट्स ओरिजिन और इट्स वर्किंग. नंबर 6, हीलर. Someone who used traditional practice to relieve or heal diseases. Consciousness, the quality or state of being aware, for instance, of something within oneself, is come under the consciousness. Number 8, aesthetic. Aesthetic, someone who engaged in a rigorous discipline to attain a higher consciousness. Number 9, attachment, the condition of having a bond with someone or something, usually through sentiments or habit. Number 10, monk, a man who, giving up the usual life in the world, dedicated himself to religious or spiritual persons. He usually takes vows that commits himself to follow strict rules for a disciplined life. Number 11, nun, the female equivalent to the monk. Now let us start with the multiple choice questions. So number 1 is, which among the following was not the part of a school of thought? Number 1 is religion, number 2 is martial art, number 3 is science and medicine, number 4 is sports. The answer is sports. Number 2, what is the other name associated with the Indus civilization? Number 1 is Sindhu Saraswati civilization, Ganga Yamuna civilization, Sindhu Ganga civilization or Ganga Godavari civilization. The answer is Sindhu Saraswati civilization. Next, which among the following is the oldest one? Rig Ved, Yajur Ved, Sam Ved, Atharth Ved. The right answer of this question is Rig Ved. Next, thousands of hymns of Vedas are composed in dash regions. Fill in the blanks. Your options are Patal, Sindhava, Sapt Sindhava, San Sindhava or none of this. So the answer is Sapt Sindhava. Next question, which among the following promotes dialogue between people and nation through education, science and culture? Number 1, UNICEF, number 2, UNESCO, number 3, UNCTAD and number 4, UNHCR. The answer is UNESCO. Next, how many Janas clan has been listed in Rigveds? 20, 25, 30 and 35. The right answer is 30. What term or the name is associated with the Janas for collecting, gathering or assembly? Sabha, Samiti, Samiti and Sabha, both or none of them. The right answer is Sabha and Samiti. Which type of common ritual offered in Vedic culture for the collective benefits of the society? Number is Vart, that is fast. Second is Vandan Stuti. Third is Yagna or fourth is none of the above. The right answer is Yagna. Next, Karma, Rebirth and the Vedanta come under dash group of texts. Number 1, Rigved, Yajurved, Upanishad and none of the above. The right answer is Upanishad. Next, which among the following comprises the concept of Brahmans and Atman? First, Upanishad. Second, Panchatantra. Three, Giv Govinda. Fourth is Singhasan Battisi. The right answer is Upanishad. Next, dash is the birthplace of Siddhartha Gautam. A, Sarnath, B, Varanasi, C, Kathmandu, D, Lumbini. The right answer is Lumbini. Next, which among the following is associated with the debate of Gargi and Yagvalakya? So options are Katha Upanishad, second Chandogya Upanishad, third is Brihadaranya Upanishad or D, all of them. The right answer is Brihadaranya Upanishad. So which among the following Upanishad deals with the story of Shwetketu and Rishi Uddalaka Aruni? A, Chandogya Upanishad, then Katha Upanishad, then Brihadaranya Upanishad, then Dashopanishad. The answer is Chandogya Upanishad. Next question, the quest of the Nachiketa has been extracted from dash Upanishad. Fill in the blanks. A is Dashopanishad, B is Chandogya Upanishad, C Isha Upanishad or D is Katha Upanishad. The answer is Katha Upanishad. At which age Siddhartha Gautama gave up royal and social life and opted the way of meditation and aesthetic? Options are 29, 30, 31, 32. The answer is 29. Next, what is the birthplace of Vardhaman? A. Lumbini, B. Sarnath, C. Rajgir, D. Vaishali. The answer is Vaishali. Next, what is the literal meaning of Jans? A. Non-violence in thought, B. Honesty of life, C. Fame earner in society, D. Conqueror of the ignorance and attachment. The answer is D. Conqueror of ignorance and attachment. Next question. Which among the following depicts the truth has many aspects and cannot be fully described by any single statement? A. Aesthetic, B. Anektavad, C. Brahmans, D. Aparigraha. The answer is Anektavad. Next, which among the following advocates non-possession and advise detachment from material possession? The answer is Aparigraha, then Anektavad, or Aesthetic, or Charvaka. The answer is Aparigraha. Next, where we find the stone panel depicting the story of the Monkey King? A. Behrut, B. Ujjain, C. Mathura, or D. Bodh Gaya. The answer is Behrut. Next, the rock-cut caves of Ellora belongs to which of the following group of thoughts? Number A. Hinduism, number B. Buddhism, number C. Jainism, or D. All of them. The right answer is all of them. D. Next, which among the following question is about the Charvaka school of thought? Number 1, this is followed by many people. B, after partition it has gone to Pakistan. C, through time its popularity went down and disappeared with time. And D, none of them. The right answer is C, through time its popularity went down and it's disappeared with time. Next, according to 2011 census, what is the total number of tribal found in India? A, 705, B, 805, C, 700, or D, 800. The right answer is 705. Next, according to Census of India 2011, what is the estimated population of tribals? A, 104 million, B, 204 million, C, 108 million, D, 208 million. The right answer is 104 million. Next, where do we find Toda tribes in India? A, Chota Nagpur Plateau of Jharkhand, B, Konkan region of Maharashtra, C, Nilgiri Hills of Tamil Nadu, or D, Aravalli Hills of Rajasthan. The right answer is Nilgiri Hills of Tamil Nadu. Next, which among the following belongs to Dongi Polo? A, it's a combined form of sun and moon of worship in Arunachal Pradesh. B, it's a deity worshipped by the Toda tribe. C, it's a tribe deity worshipped in Odisha. D, a supreme deity worshipped by the Santhal and Mundas. The right answer is A, it is the combined form of sun and moon worshipped in the Arunachal Pradesh. Next question, which among the following belongs to Khandova? A, tribal deity worshipped in Odisha. B, a deity worshipped in Tamil Nadu. C, a deity worshipped in the central India. D, a deity worshipped in the Arunachal Pradesh. The right answer is C, a deity worshipped in the central India. Next, which among the following is associated with the Singbonga? A supreme deity worshipped by Mundas and Santhals. B, a supreme deity worshipped by the Toda tribes. C, a deity worshipped in Odisha. D, none of the above. The right answer is A, the supreme deity worshipped by the Mundas and Santhals. Next question, in which among the following state over 30 peaks of mountain ranges are considered as sacred and worshipped? Number A, Tamil Nadu, B, Odisha, number C is Arunachal Pradesh, number D is none of them. The right answer is Tamil Nadu. Now, let's move to the next section, that is based on assertion and reasoning questions. So for the assertion reasoning questions we have some preconditions. और preconditions क्या है? यदि आपको A ऑप्शन देना है तो उसके अंदर assertion reasoning दोनों सही होने चाहिए और assertion good explanation explain करते हो, जो reason है good explanation create करते हो for the assertion. B में assertion reasoning दोनों सही है but कहीं ना कहीं उनके बीच में एक true explanation establish नहीं हो पा रही है. C के अंदर assertion आपका ठीक है परंतु reason आपका गलत है, जबकि D के अंदर assertion गलत है और reason ठीक है. Now question number 1 of the assertion. Rigved is the most ancient text of India. The reason for that, the prayers, poems and songs are the major components of Vedic culture. तो यहाँ पे आपका आंसर 2 आएगा. दोनों assertion reasoning ठीक है पर कहीं ना कहीं रीज़न जो है ढंग से एक्सप्लेनेशन नहीं कर पा रहा है. जो रीज़न है वो सही एक्सप्लेनेशन नहीं है उस assertion की. Number 2, assertion, there are about 30 janas or the clans mentioned in the Vedic culture. The answer is the Rig Veda describes about the Kurus, Yadus and the Thurvasha etc. बिल्कुल सही आंसर है क्योंकि जो यदूज और क्रूज हैं वो अपने आप में सही एक्सप्लेनेशन है जो एसर्शन दिया गया है. एसर्शन नंबर 3, ह्यूमन लाइफ, नेचर एंड यूनिवर्स आर डिवाइन एसेंस ऑफ द ब्राह्मण्स. रीजन क्या है? रीजन यह है कि ग्रुप ऑफ टेक्स्ट इन उपनिषद आर द फुल टेक्स्ट लाइक द वेदांतास. यस, इज द ऑप्शन इज ए. नाउ एसर्शन रीजन, छंदोग्या कथायन बृहद अरण्य कम्स अंडर द उपनिषद. रीजन इज दैट कि उपनिषद आर द टेक्स्ट ऑफ टीचिंग डिलीवर्ड बाय द लॉर्ड कृष्णा इन कुरुक्षेत्र, जो कि गलत है। जिसका मतलब हमारा असर्शन सही है और हमारा रीजन गलत है। नाउ लेट्स मूव टू द नेक्स्ट पार्ट, दैट इज केस स्टडी बेस्ड क्वेश्चंस। सो अंडर दिस वी हैव फर्स्ट पैराग्राफ, दैट इज there are many definitions for this social entity. Today, anthropologists usually consider a tribe to be a group of families or clans sharing a tradition of common descent, a culture and a language, living as a close-knit community under a chief and holding no private property. Interestingly, ancient India did not have a word for a tribe. Tribes were just different janas that lived in a specific environment, such as forest or mountains. The Constitution of India used the term tribe and the tribal community in English and Janjatis in Hindi. According to official data of Census 2011, India has 705 tribes spread over most of the states, amounting to the population of about 105 million people, more than the population of Australia and the United States together. In 19th century, anthropologists studying tribe often described them as a primitive or inferior to civilized people. With deeper studies to tribal community and their riches and complex culture, such biased judgment have been mostly abandoned. Now let's start with the question, sir. So first question is, what do anthropologists think about tribes? कि anthropologists tribes के बारे में क्या सोचते हैं? So answer is, to anthropologists, tribal people are groups of families or clans who share a traditional common descent. They have close-knit community and do not have any private property. Right? उनकी कोई प्राइवेट प्रॉपर्टी नहीं होती, आपस में क्लोज होकर रहते हैं। यही ट्रेडिशनल जो है जंगलों में रहने वाले लोगों की ग्रुप को हम लोग ट्राइब कहते हैं। नेक्स्ट, What does Census of India 2011 describe about the tribal population of India? 2011 की पॉपुलेशन के अकॉर्डिंग क्या इन्फॉर्मेशन आपको ट्राइबल पॉपुलेशन के बारे में मिलती है, क्या समझते हैं? तो उसका आंसर है, अकॉर्डिंग टू सेंसस 2011 देयर आर अबाउट 105 मिलियन पीपल अंडर 704 ट्राइबल ग्रुप्स। 2011 की जनगणना के अनुसार भारत के अंदर 704 तरह की ट्राइबल जनजातियां पाई जाती हैं, जिसकी टोटल जनसंख्या 104 मिलियन है। दिस ह्यूज फिगर आउट नंबर्स द कॉम्बाइंड पॉपुलेशन ऑफ ऑस्ट्रेलिया एंड यूनाइटेड किंगडम। और ये संख्या 104 मिलियन यूनाइटेड किंगडम और ऑस्ट्रेलिया दोनों की संयुक्त जनसंख्या से भी ज़्यादा संख्या आपकी दर्शाती है। क्वेश्चन नंबर 3, वाई आर इंडियन ट्राइब्स आर डिस्क्राइब्ड एज प्रिमिटिव? सो आंसर इज, द क्लोज एसोसिएशन ऑफ ट्राइबल्स विद नेचर, देयर आइसोलेशन फ्रॉम सिविलाइज्ड सोसाइटीज ऑफ द विलेजेस एंड रेस्ट ऑफ द वर्ल्ड एंड देयर orthodox culture traits make them primitive or the inferior. Let's come to the next paragraph. Rishi Uddalakha Aruni sent his son Shwetketu to the Gurukula to learn the Vedas. When Shwetketu returned 12 years later, his father realized that he had become very proud of his learning. So Uddalakha tested him with the questions of the nature of Brahmans, which Shwetketu could not answer. Uddalakha proceeded to explain how Brahmans, though invisible, is everywhere. Just as the seed of a banyan tree seems empty when you open it, but already contains the fruit banyan tree. Or just as all kinds of different pots can be made out of this same clay. Similarly, everything around us has emerged from the same essence, Brahman. He concluded his teachings with these words, everything consists of the subtitled sense, you are the Shwetketu. Now start with the question, from which part of Vedic culture, that is literature, has this story been extracted? The answer is, the above story has been used as a source of teaching in Chandogya Upanishad. छंदोग्य उपनिषद से स्टोरी ली गई है श्वेतकेतु वाली। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, व्हाट इज ब्राह्मण? अकॉर्डिंग टू द वेदांता, ब्राह्मण इज वन ऑफ द डिवाइन एसेंस विच कंप्राइजेज ह्यूमन लाइफ, नेचर एंड द यूनिवर्स। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, व्हाई डिड ऋषि उद्दलखा टेस्ट श्वेतकेतु? द आंसर इज, श्वेतकेतु रिटर्न होम आफ्टर द गैप ऑफ 12 years. He felt proud after studying and learning Vedas. That is why Rishi Uddalakha tested him so that Shwetketu could realize his mistake. Now let's move to the next session, that is very short answer type questions. Question number 1, who is a spiritual seeker? The answer is, spiritualism is a concern with the spirit or the soul, जिसको हम लोग हिंदी में आत्मा कहते हैं। Spirituality, जिसको हम आध्यात्मिक भी कहते हैं, is the research for a deeper and a higher dimension beyond our current personality. A spiritual seeker is the one who seeks the truth of this world. He or she could be a sage, a saint, a yogi or a philosopher. Next question, what are the various branches of Indian culture? The answer is, the branches of Indian culture comprises art, literature, science, medicine, religion, the art of governance, martial art and so on. Next question, what is school of thought? The answer is, school of thought denotes the association of group of thinkers or the scholars who have their own ideas or views on a particular philosophy. Next, what makes Rig Veda peculiar? So answer is, it is the oldest among all the Vedas, perhaps 5th or the 2nd millennium BC. The text of Rig Veda was meant to be memorized through rigorous training and passed on orally with hardly any alternations. Next, why does UNESCO give importance to Vedic culture? The answer for this question is, UNESCO stands for United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization. It promotes intercultural dialogues through education, communication and culture. It also recognized Vedic chanting as a masterpiece of the oral and intangible heritage of humanity. Next, what was the relevance of Vedic rituals like yagna in Vedic culture? The answer is, Vedic culture develops many rituals generally in the form of prayers or the offering to Agni, fire. This is called yagya. These rituals directed towards various deities for collecting benefits and well-being. Next question, what makes Upanishad more important? The answer is, it's a new concept in Vedic culture which describes some terms like rebirth, karma, brahmana, atman. In this, we also have the concept like Vedanta, which generally denotes the nature and the universe. Next question, apart from Vedic culture, which two different schools of thought emerged? The answer is, Buddhism and Jainism got widespread popularity. Siddhartha Gautama and Vardhaman were the propounder of these sects respectively. Both sects emphasizes on the ahimsa, dharma, karma and rebirth. Next question, what is Charvaka, Lokayata school of thought? According to Charvaka, there is no life after death. We live only in the material world that exists. But as time passes, the popularity of this school faded and is disappeared with time. Now we are moving towards the next session, that is short answer type questions. Question number 1. Who is an archaeologist? So answer is, an archaeologist is a person who studies the past and helps to envisage the fact of the remains of the buildings made of stone and bricks, paintings and sculpture. They also reveals the fact regarding the articles found on excavation sites like tools, weapons, pots, ornaments and coins. Next question, what importance does Harappan civilization have for Indian culture? The answer is, Harappan civilization or the Sindhu Saraswati lied on the bank of the river Indus. Indus River used to be a landmark of India for the rest of the world. It is one of the oldest civilizations of the world. That is why some school of thought believe that India's culture root lies in Harappan civilization. Next question, what are Vedas? Answer is, Veda is a Sanskrit word which means the knowledge. They are the most ancient text of India and the world. There are 4 Vedas, namely Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, Samved and the Atharva Veda. Vedas comprises hymns, that is various forms of poems and songs. These hymns were composed in Sapt Sindhu regions. Next question, according to Rig Veda, what was Vedic society? The answer is, Vedic society was organized in different janas, that is classes, for example, the Bhartas, the Puras, the Kurus, the Yadus, etc. Vedic society reveals the social structure of ancient India. Sometimes contemporary rulers, that is Raja, Sabha and Samiti and various professionals have been mentioned. Next question, what were the teaching of Buddhas? So answer is, the propounder of Buddhas was the Siddhartha Gautama. Gautama gave up his royal life and family. After meditating for a long time, he attained enlightenment. He gave the idea of ahimsa, that is non-violence, non-hurting, and emphasized on the inner discipline. He founded a community of monks, that is Sangha, which was the association of monks who practiced and spread his teachings. Next question, what are the teachings of Jainism? So Jainism was founded by Vardhamana. He practiced asceticism and achieved infinite knowledge after 12 years. His teaching include ahimsa, aniktavad and apaharigraha. Jainism also insists of inner connectedness and interdependence for all the biotic elements. What is the meaning of ahimsa in the eyes of Buddhism and Jainism? So answer is, in Buddhism and Jainism, ahimsa does not only mean non-violence, but it also means refraining violence in thought. According to them, this ahimsa also leads to the path from negative thought to positive ones. चलिए अब स्टार्ट करते हैं लॉन्ग आंसर टाइप क्वेश्चंस, दीर्घ उत्तरकालीन क्वेश्चंस. पहला क्या है, ट्राइब क्या है, व्हाट इज ट्राइब? तो ट्राइब इज ए न्यू वर्ड टू दोज हु रिजाइड फार इन द फॉरेस्टेड रीजन्स. Tribe were just different janas and that lived in a specific environment like forest and mountains. For anthropologists, tribe is a group of families or the clans sharing a tradition of common descents, a culture and the language, living in a close-knit community under a chief and holding no private property. According to Census 2011, there are 105 million people found as tribals in 705 tribal groups in India. Being an isolated community, tribes are considered as primitive or sometimes inferior societies, which is totally unconstitutional. Next question. With the help of examples, explain how tribal societies are deep rooted in Indian culture on a large scale. The answer is expressing or carrying forward the rich oral tradition of Vedas. Numerous folk traditions and tribal traditions play a vital role. India is a country of diversity. Various tribal groups of India adopted Hindu deities long ago. Through this, they possess their own way to explain or narrate the locality. Number 1. The epics of Mahabharata and Ramayana have been documented in the vernacular language almost all parts of India. Number 2. The Jagannath Puri, that is in Odisha, has its origin in the tribal deity. Number 3. The Toda tribe. The Toda tribe of Tamil Nadu worship mountain peaks as a god or goddess. Number 4. The tribe of Arunachal Pradesh worship Donye Polo, a combined form of sun and the moon. 5th, the tribals of central India worship Khandoba. Number 6, Mundas and Santals tribes of East India worship supreme deity of Singbonga. Now we are moving towards the NCERT zone. The question number 1, if you were Nachiketa, what question would you like to ask Yama? Write them down in 100 to 150 words. If I were used to be Nachiketa, I would ask Yama about their nature of the soul, their purpose of life and how to attain liberation from the cycle of birth, death and birth. Apart from that, आप अपने अपने opinion और इसके अंदर ऐड कर सकते हैं. Question number 2, explain a few central ideas of Buddhism. Briefly comment upon them. According to this, human life is a cycle of suffering and rebirth. But that if one achieves a state of enlightenment, that is nirvana, it is possible to escape this cycle forever. Siddhartha Gautama was the person who reached this state of enlightenment. Next question. Discuss in class the quotation of the Buddha which begins with, "Not by water is one made pure, though many people may bath here, the sacred river, to make sure that its meaning has been understood by all." The quotation emphasizes that true purity comes from through ethical conduct and mental discipline rather than through external rituals like bathing or sacred river. It highlights the importance of their transformation and practice over mere ritualistic action. Next question. Explain a few central ideas of Jainism. Briefly comment upon them. The answer is, central idea of Jainism, ahimsa, the principle of non-violence, is the foundation of Jain ethics. It extends beyond physical non-violence to include non-violence in the thought and speech. Jain believe in not harming any living beings as all forms of life are interconnected. Next question. Consider and discuss the class Andre Bentile's thought. See page number 122. आप क्वेश्चन को देख सकते हैं, ऑफिशियल आंसर है. The various castes and tribes have been enjoying the religious belief that practices since the beginning of the humanity. The tribal religion have been influenced by Hinduism. Next question. Make a list of popular gods and goddess in your region and the festivals they are associated with. The answer is, following are gods and goddesses are associated from various parts of India. First, Jagannath, that is in Puri, Odisha. Second point is 30 peaks of mountain by Toda tribes, that is in Nilgiri, Tamil Nadu. Third, Dongi Polo, that is in Arunachal Pradesh. Khandoba, that is central India. Singlonga, that is Munda and Santhal tribes in eastern India. Next question. As a class activity, list 2 or 3 tribal groups from your region or state. Document some of their arts and belief system. Answer would be, some tribals like Todas, Mundas and Santhals have their Hindu rituals, while some tribals of eastern and the central India have Hindu deities. Further discussion, please discuss this all about in your class. So please take care yourself. हमारे चैनल को देखते रहिए, अप्रिशिएट करते रहिए. हम आपके लिए ऐसे इंटरेस्टिंग और इंसाइटफुल चैनल बनाते रहेंगे और हमें लाइक कीजिए, सब्सक्राइब कीजिए और शेयर कीजिए. थैंक यू.